All right, everyone. We're getting started here on the A Browns Fancast. That is
Thank you
Cleveland's
for your service.
Irish punk band Craig with their song Cleveland. Thank you for your service. Nice mug. Is there some old Cabernet Sauvignon in there?
Nope, it's a cup of Joe.
Oh, what? That's lame. What you got in your cup?
It's a cold cup of Joe.
Raspberry lemonade, perhaps?
Oh, that's one of my favorites, raspberry lemonade.
Or not.
Well, I know after this weekend what is not my favorite.
What?
Oh, man, I can't. What was that slop and foam?
Oh, yeah, that quad. It was a quad barrel-aged lager from Bourbon Street or Boulevard Brewing Company.
Brewery in
What kind of a
Kansas
barrel
City.
was aged in? That's the question.
A bourbon barrel,
shit.
apparently.
A trash can?
That sounds terrible. Man.
Yeah.
Those bourbon ones are pretty good, I think.
It was 11.2%.
Oh,
but it had a really back end vinegary flavor.
Oh,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it was rough. So, Kansas City, good football, good barbecue, not good beer.
Yeah. What's up, Glenn? What's up, Tina? For a couple other people, I couldn't see your name. I must not have got it in time. But we are fan casting tonight. You guys can call in at that number below or go to zoom.us and hit 101-100-987. What's up, Tom? I don't know if this show is going to be called Collaborative Discord, a Browns fan cast. That's going to be up to everybody else. That's not really up to me to decide.
That was one of the ones I liked personally, but I can see why Glenn doesn't like it and why Brian doesn't.
There's a groundswell.
Right. I get that. I actually liked it, but not up to me.
So, what the hell are we doing here? You might ask.
You might.
It's like Groundhog Day all over.
I think this is going to be this might be a quick one today, guys. What's up, Alan? What's up, Tom? You guys come in. Should you choose? We're going to go through our intro and rundown, do some quotes. Only got a couple quotes today. They weren't really that good. Browns lose the game in a couple players, so we'll recap that. We'll also read your comments in. Then we'll do what the hell are we doing here with some news and notes on the team update.
Can I interject for a second?
And then we'll do our You Heard It Here First predictions. Of course you can.
Of course you can. That's what we're here for.
We gotta talk for at least 5 minutes or so about Hugh Jackson's little run around ESPN and FS1 this week and his ridiculous commentary about his own fucking performance.
Whoa! Well,
no.
There goes the I'm gonna try not to swear thing.
He's not even included in the discussion.
Or should we just not talk about him anymore?
I wasn't giving him anything.
Okay, fine.
The guy wasn't relevant for the last 2 seasons. So
right.
5 more minutes.
Agree. That's fine.
That's it.
All right, let's do some.
We hardly knew Hugh.
Oh man.
What do you got on the agenda today, John?
Well, I did that already.
I know what
But what are you gonna do?
You ruined it.
What are you gonna do? There's the agenda again. Everybody else out here saw it.
Right.
Now you guys.
Segue.
Hugh's everywhere this week, Tom, trying to get a coordinator position anywhere. Right. Well, the experience factor is always a part of this very level. He has experienced things. His leadership, a vocal guy, inspirational guy, a fun guy, well-respected. So this is a twofer. Who's he talking about, and who is it?
And do a shot, because there's your blue line.
Whenever you guys see the blue line in the PowerPoint, make sure you take a drink.
I shall.
Glenn says he was auditioning for Sports Talk, knowing his coaching career is over. That guy doesn't have a good enough personality for Sports Talk. Trust me, I don't either.
No. None of us do. Really.
At least you know your limitations, John.
All right, who said this, and who is he talking about?
I have no fucking clue.
I'm gonna.
0.
Starting right out of the gates.
That is somebody talking about Patrick Mahomes. I have no idea.
Nope.
Terrible guess.
I like Jimmy's answer better.
Is Browns head coach Greg Williams when asked about the injury to Christian Kirksey.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, we get Schobert back, so, that's a wash.
Anyone notice what's missing from here?
No.
Anything that talks about what kind of a good actual player he is.
Oh, yes, he doesn't actually say that. That's interesting.
Well, hey, now we
good
know.
Good guy, fun to have around.
He's
good
a fun
leader.
guy.
He's like, yeah, Tanner looked okay, don't you think?
Tanner Vallejo?
He honestly looked better than Kirksey did.
They showed. I looked at a couple. There's a new guy that uploads video breakdowns on the Bleacher Report thing, and they just showed one where he totally didn't sniff. He went after the quarterback when it was very obvious the running back had the ball.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Not sniffing out the plays.
He was sticking to his assignment a little too thoroughly.
I would definitely say Kirksey's probably a little bit overrated by pretty much everybody.
Glenn says he's all talk, little action.
He is.
First game actually starting. It was something positive, a lot of positive, and a couple things I can work on.
Tanner Vallejo?
Ratley?
Those are good guesses. No, Ratley's been playing. Ratley's been playing.
Greg Robinson.
Nice job too, man. He did a nice job actually. He did. He really did.
Yeah, he did okay. There were a couple. There was another guy who was, I forget the columnist that was showing a couple plays where he just got absolutely. He looks lost out there.
Well, the bar was very, very low, so I thought he was definitely an improvement.
Yeah, well, Baker thought he was an improvement too.
And you shouldn't discount that either. When Baker goes out of his way to mention that like 2 or 3 times in the same interview, yeah, he obviously liked a little bit bigger pocket.
Yep. I'm not going to lie to you. It doesn't really bother me. I'm here to do my job, and we'll see what it is when the season is over.
Oh, jeez.
Freddie Kitchens.
Greg Williams.
First, what are they talking about?
Whether they're going to get canned.
That's gotta suck.
Who is it, John? Don't keep us in suspense.
It's Browns running back Duke Johnson. On if going 0-12 the rest of this year would be like going 0-16 the previous year.
What asshole reporter asked him that question?
Oh, it was crazy,
That's what you
man.
need to put on there.
I know the Cleveland media folk are.
That's ridiculous.
There's some passion.
Absolutely stupid question.
It's terrible.
It means nothing. It gives you nothing. It tells you nothing, and you wonder why there's friction.
It's horrible. All right.
No, I wonder. Now I know why some of these guys avoid the interviews and leave the locker room early and take the fine. Why would you answer? Why would you even ask that question? It makes no sense.
That's why I included the question.
Do we know who asked it?
No.
Was that a Mary Kay gem?
No, I don't think it was
Mary
her.
Kay wouldn't ask that.
Well,
No, she asked pretty good questions. She was the one that asked that. Are you is Haslam gonna step out of the way? Tom says it was probably Grossy.
It was probably like Daryl fucking Ryder or one of those assholes.
Oh my god! You have to come out here dropping bombs.
yeah, he said he wasn't going to swear tonight.
There was just so much more communication throughout the week, little details, and I think that's why we played better.
Oh, that's Myles Garrett. I know for a fact it is.
No, I'm not going to guess then.
Because they gave up 2 more points than the previous.
Baker Mayfield. He knew that one for.
Oh, Tom got it. He knew it was Baker. Even with the 30-second delay, Tom got in here with the right answer.
Well, he probably Googled it.
Oh, well, I thought Miles definitely said something similar to that, though.
They all say the same thing.
No, actually, like he said something about how like there was more cohesion or something on the defense.
Well, whenever you semi-clean house like that, you always wonder what you're going to get.
Well, and I like that there's more communication, paying attention to little details.
Yeah,
Also, it tells you what was missing.
Can't complain about that.
Yeah, that would explain why they gave up 500 yards almost.
No. I was expecting.
Poor D. I would have more quotes from defensive players, but they're all injured. So let's look at this score.
Hey, guess what time it is, folks?
Time to take a shot.
Time to take a shot. At this rate, we'll all be loaded by 7:45.
All right, guys. Well, I know you guys have some stats, so I'm going to turn off your screen share.
What do you want to know, John?
People like to see you.
No, they don't.
Who had the most tackles?
Oh man, Tanner Vallejo.
Tanner Vallejo or Jamie Collins?
They were both tied with 7.
Okay. Who had? Did anyone get more than one sack?
No. We only had 2 sacks.
So Miles had one.
Miles had one. Jannard Avery had the other.
Isn't this the segment of the show where we go over the box score, where the actual box score is on the screen?
I'll tell you what, Myles Garrett did get to the quarterback 3 times. That's the highlight of the defensive stats here.
It's interesting. How many total tackles did Myles Garrett have in the game?
2.
Okay.
Two tackles, and I think 7 offside penalties, but I'm not sure on that.
Right. I think it was at least 5 or 6. But I want to talk about that for a second. So I know
This isn't
Myles.
where you get Miles mad at us, is it?
Miles is up there in sacks. I think he's 3rd in the league in sacks total.
He is. I think he's tied for 3rd with what's his fuck from Denver and somebody else.
Von Miller.
Yeah.
And I think he might be tied with J.J. Watt from the Texans too. But my question is, are we getting enough out of him? Is he doing 2 tackles?
Is he getting? I don't know. Is he getting double teamed?
I think a couple weeks ago he had one tackle. So I don't think. I mean, does he even play the run? Honestly,
is he tasked with that? Do you know if he's tasked with it?
He plays literally every play. Like he never comes off the field, and he's only getting 1 or 2 tackles a game. You know, granted, he'll get a sack. He'll throw a sack in there, but are we getting enough?
Is that a player thing or a defensive scheme thing?
Well, I don't care. If you're on the field literally every play, you should be getting more than 2 tackles.
Well, like John said, is he getting double teamed most of the time? I've never spent that much time just watching him.
I mean, just by sheer a number of plays that the other team runs, you would think he would get more than 2 tackles.
It's funny you should say that.
I mean, if his job is just to get by the left tackle and blow up the quarterback, and the run has either already taken place or.
Yeah, but that's not his job on first down when the other team has a 20-point lead. It's not. His job is to play the run and set the edge. Is he doing that? I'm just asking. I don't know.
I can't answer that either because, like I said, I haven't really keyed on him that much during a game.
I'm patiently waiting for comments to roll in so I can use them against you.
Well, I'll give some more fodder for the commenters. How about Emmanuel Ogbah?
What?
He's supposed to be this great compliment to Garrett, and what's he done this year? Nothing. He's done nothing at all. Nothing. 0.
He really hasn't done a whole lot since he got hurt.
No, he has not. Since he returned, he has not.
Glenn says Garrett's job is to rush the passer.
Okay, but ask Glenn, isn't he on the field every play, though? He's a 4-down guy. He's a 3-down guy, so it's not like he's a specialist. He's on the field every play. I would expect more than 2 fucking tackles.
Well, if you're going to go back to Agba's stats, you don't really want to see him because
I don't want to see Agba's stats.
Three tackles, 1 assist.
He averages 3 tackles a game.
That's horrible.
That's about it.
Especially if they're running away from Garrett, then you would think he would have more, but I don't know.
You're
right.
He has not produced as much or as well as we thought.
He's been terrible.
So, on that, anything else? Offensive wise, that they did okay. They scored 21 points.
I like that they got Duke involved.
Finally.
Very involved. Not rushing the ball as much, but catching it out of the backfield.
Right. And that's what he's good at.
9 targets, 9 catches.
Well, that's what it should be. It should be like that every game.
78 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's hey. I would take that type of production on a weekly basis. But guess what? They finally decided that this was the week they wanted to get him in the mix.
And look what he did. I mean, look what he did.
You go figure it out.
Right.
It was great.
We complain about Duke Johnson's involvement in the game plan every week, and we've been doing it for like 2 or 3 years, but whatever.
Every time I say something about it, Jimmy, you call me a Duke lover.
You are a Duke lover.
I am a Duke lover. And that's why right there.
We should be.
Involved, he
is a playmaker.
I never said it was a bad thing.
Call me names.
And no one, by the way, no one agrees with you in comment land about Myles Garrett. No one.
I knew they wouldn't. I know Tom loves him.
No, I understand it.
I'm saying I expect a little more than a couple tackles. You know,
I'm kind of with Jimmy on that. I expected more. I didn't.
I
can't say I expected more. I wanted more.
I want more. I want more. Exactly. I want more.
Scott from the lot says Duke did great for his fantasy team.
Great. We're happy, Scott. Thanks.
Yippee! Hooray!
They used Brashad Perriman the right way. They didn't throw him anything downfield.
Right, because he can't catch.
Well, I mean, he had 2 catches for 36 yards, both of them for 18.
It's fine.
What's up, Tiana? What's up, Chris?
And Njoku actually caught a couple, but I think he dropped at least a couple.
And he was only targeted 5 times, and he caught 4 of them for 53 yards. So he only had 1 drop, and the one that he dropped was thrown way behind him.
And did you guys see the video where he ran into Greg, the new LT, and they're arguing with each other while Baker is still being sacked?
No, I did not see.
They were arguing with each other about the blown assignment, and as they're arguing, as the other person is making a hand gesture to the other one, Baker's actively getting sacked.
He got crushed. Yeah.
I will, you know what? And I will say this: Baker was only sacked twice in that game. I thought it was a lot more, but it was only twice. They were in some really bad spots. He didn't need to take those sacks when he did, but only twice. I think at the same time we only got to Mahomes twice.
Let's be honest, man. That was a pretty good game. No, it's the same slide. We've already seen that slide. It was a pretty good game.
Are you serious?
Yeah. For this team?
I mean,
without Demarius Randall, we lost Denzel Ward. We don't have Joe Schobert.
That's fine.
Yes.
Every team has injuries for one.
I'm not saying it was an excuse. I'm saying it was a good game.
Well, John's not going to dispute you that we don't have
For 2 quarters, maybe it was. But did you ever think that the Browns had any realistic chance of winning?
No! That's why I'm saying it was a good game!
No, John predicted the score almost perfectly, so I don't think he thought they had a chance of winning. Me, on the other hand, I had a feeling Sunday morning. Turned out it was gas.
All right. So you guys enjoyed yourselves. That's great. I'm happy for you.
Oh, boy. You are a grumpy
I didn't expect to win, but we wanted to win. We wanted to.
Of course we did.
There's another blue line.
There it is. Drink up, people.
Drink up, folks.
Drink up. Every time you guys see the blue line on the slides, I'll point to it right here. You know what to do.
I don't think you need to. It's right in the middle of the page.
What do you guys think about our highest rated players on offense and defense?
Surprised to see Treader on there.
I'm surprised in Joku, but I guess for his targets, I guess he's fine.
Kindred, huh?
Kindred.
That's surprising.
I
Kindred.
Didn't with only
Peppers.
with only 3
I
solo
thought-
tackles for Kindred. I definitely didn't expect to see Garrett's name on there. But
No, he didn't.
But he had a sack.
He did have 1 sack, one tackle for a loss, 2
Agba.
solo tackles, and 3 QB hits. So Garrett was in the mix. We just want more.
I
We
know.
hope for more out
I
of him.
guess maybe I'm expecting too much.
You're expecting what everybody else is expecting. You're expecting him to produce.
Yeah,
We just want more.
like the stud that he's supposed to be. I expect,
Now I'll have to. You know what? We're gonna have to. One of us is gonna have to make a point of it this week to watch and see: is he getting double teamed the whole time?
we should because
Dumping off sides continually because that seems
right. Admittedly, I am not watching Brown's game film before every one of these Fancasts, so
Oh.
I don't.
Well, you should.
I thought you were I thought that was your assignment.
Yeah.
I guarantee some people think we probably should, but
I can't, just sit here and look at stats the whole day, but I
if you
do.
start paying me for this bullshit, then I'll
Freddie
watch.
Kitchens. Glenn wants to know if you just said cajuiced.
No, we haven't had a cajuiced.
Well, now we did. It wouldn't be a fan cast if it went without one of those.
I guess we're done talking about.
You're piling the shots on these people. You are switching.
Oh, look at that blue one. So
John's got somewhere to be.
you guys get what? It didn't seem like it was going anywhere. You guys have more to say about the
I
PFF
have
list?
money.
No,
I didn't even know who the fifth
Jimmy just
defensive
mentioned that
back was.
he wants to get compensated for this now.
Here's my. I know, right? That's why I moved on.
We're gonna have to start paying him.
I didn't
That's
even know
great.
who number 5 was on the list. I had to look it up on defense.
Thurman Thomas.
It's not.
Who the hell is that guy? Honestly, that's a good question.
Go ahead.
No, it can't be Trey Thomas.
It's like Travarian, but it's like I had to look it up and I didn't
What
write it down.
position does he play?
Defensive back.
Holy cow! That shows. Wow,
The guy had 2 tackles. That was
Glenn says I think it's Phil Hubbard.
It could be Phil Hubbard. Travarian.
Tell that
Travere-
lady to come back on camera.
So far, Travere Thomas.
Yeah, that's who he was.
Has anyone ever heard of that guy?
No, we picked
either
him.
got him from the Cardinals.
The Arizona Cardinals scrap heap.
Yeah, because he's in his picture on the Browns page. He's wearing a Cardinals jersey. So there's always that.
That's all we got to say about that.
There's no stats on him available.
So you guys take a look at these talking points. I'm going to run through them, and then I'm going to stop the screen share for a little bit. Offense, injuries, Schobert, Desmond versus Greg, new name for the Fancast in Cleveland versus Atlanta.
The offense was pretty good, I thought.
I'll bite on this one. I thought they were better, considering.
Yeah.
I still can't stomach
Greg.
watching guys like freaking Rattler and Perryman running around the field.
Right, they're terrible. I mean, you don't have anything on offense, but I thought the offense actually looked pretty decent. The play calling was good. They seemed to have a good flow. Not a lot of 3 and outs. Do we have the stats on the 3 and outs?
I can find them for you.
I heard somebody say on the radio, I think it was only 1.
Yeah, it was good.
We only
A lot of first downs, over 25 first downs.
We did go for it on 4th down 3 times and got it twice.
See? Better than they have
that's
been.
The thing, though, when you get 25 plus first downs in the game, you're moving the ball.
We had 26 first downs. The Chiefs had 27.
That's a big improvement.
17 of those were by pass, and 6 of them were by the rush. The other
now, granted, KC's defense is not the best, obviously, but you still got to get the job done. They did it.
We did put up almost 400 yards offense. That's there's the plus there.
With very crappy players for the most part.
See?
Yeah.
All right.
Only one pick in the game, and like I said, only 2 sacks.
Only 1 punt. Now, see, there you go. That's a plus. So
that is not each team only had 1 turnover.
There's good things.
Red zone efficiency was good. We were 3 out of 3 there.
Okay. That's enough on this offense. We lost.
Okay.
Right, we lost. I know.
Kirko. Do you guys call him Kirko?
No, I don't even know.
And EJ Gaines are out. They're on IR. And they brought in another Gaines from Buffalo and Whitehead from Green Bay, a safety.
Man, we're just scraping the bottom of the barrel for DBs and linebackers now.
Can we talk about the special teams for a second?
What do you want to know?
Did
they had a block kick.
On the block punt, apparently, and I have not watched the film, but they were in safe punt return mode, which means they only had 4 guys rushing the punter. They were in total return mode, which means everyone runs back and gets their blocking assignments set up. They only had 4 guys rushing, and they still blocked our fucking punt. Now, how does that happen? Come on.
Got to watch the tape.
You're like looking for, we're going to have to watch the tape on that one.
Thanks, Tom.
We need to call, we need to get, what's his name back that was here for 10 years and couldn't get our special teams right.
No, what did Tom say?
He said he has to watch the tape.
We got to watch the tape.
I mean, no, it is true. It is true.
Hey, we need to get better.
How does that even happen? It shouldn't even
watch
be
the tape. Got to play better.
You
got to fix her. Fix what we got to fix.
Right, that's Hughes. That's what Hugh would say, but he's not here anymore.
You know what? They are battling out there.
Hugh would say we have to play better.
I'm
asking what you would say.
Schobert's coming back.
Schobert will be back this week.
So will Demarius Randall.
So that's a plus.
And Denzel Ward, hopefully.
They kind of downplayed his injury as if it was nothing important.
So Greg Williams today said that Ward will be back at practice tomorrow.
He did say that. I heard it.
He did say that. So
I heard it here first.
Glenn says, well, we can punt it or they can block it.
You got 2 options. We didn't we didn't punt as many times because we were going for it on 4th down.
Do you guys care who starts between Desmond Harrison or Greg Robinson?
I do, yeah.
Who?
I like Robinson better.
Yeah?
For now. I mean, Harrison might be better down the line, but I think for now, yeah. I mean, I saw enough out of Robinson. Fine, I'll take Robinson.
Yeah, I think if you
he's got more experience. He knows what he's doing. Might be a bust as far as how he was drafted really high, but definitely played better this week.
So, for those of you guys that are out there, we have to find a new name for this Fancast because the people that originally named it tied it to a coach that's no longer here. That would be these 2 guys over here. And so we got to find a new name.
What?
It is pinned. It is pinned at the top of the group. You guys can all see that. Voting is open. Glenn wants voting to be closed at midnight, which I'm fine with. But you go in there, you can vote as many times as you want. Just pick 5 or 6 that you think can make it to the next round, and we're gonna make a public poll on Facebook and on Twitter. So do that. Find the ones you like. Right now, collaborative Discord's obviously in. Anyone that has 2, the ballot of Jimmy and D. I think that's done through self-voting and one other person.
Jim just fell down.
No.
Well,
I had my laptop on top of
the times you wish that he was actually on the camera. Welcome to the kennel. I like that. I'm going to have to vote. Oh, I did vote on that one already. Some of you might have to go in and vote your own. You get make sure that you get picked.
There is a article out there called "Greg Robinson has no idea what's going on." And there's a video. There's a video that accompanies it, and it is all about him and Njoku basically standing there and talking to each other.
Yeah.
While Baker still getting sacked.
Brian Baldinger put out a video where it was like two clips together where Greg Robinson was totally not in the right spot, and the end or the tackle just went right around him.
And it says, with protection like that, it's no wonder that quarterbacks don't last very long in Cleveland.
And he's a former number 2 pick.
Oh, man.
You know what, though? I bet you can find screenshots like that on almost every team.
Screenshots or actual video evidence?
Well, it's the same thing. I mean,
so
you think Brady gets?
I think you can. I think you're right, though. You can find video evidence.
100% pristinely on every play. No, he does not. No, he does not.
Is this where we're entering the twilight zone where you're actually
Browns have bad left tackles? Yeah, of course they do. But I mean, that's absurd.
I'll tell you what. I just watched that video, and that is that is so on Njoku. It's ridiculous. He didn't even touch the guy.
Not surprised.
I don't think he's a terrible blocker.
I'll tell you what. Look at that video and tell me. And I'm not defending Greg Robinson in any way, shape, or form, but watch the video that I just watched. I'm sure you can find it. Do a Google search. It's almost like Njoku thought the play was blown dead. That's how bad it was.
Any play in which
the guy runs right past him.
He's lost.
He looks at Robinson, who's
has to block at all.
Here's the bad part about it. The guy goes around Njoku's left.
He's worthless.
He turns to his right to talk to Robinson like he had something to do with that guy going around him. That was okay. Unless I'm seeing the wrong person on the end there, I'll have to look at it again.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I actually don't want to watch it again.
Richard chimed in and said Bill Cowher. I'm assuming that's who he, or maybe he wants it to be called Bill Cowher, a Browns Fancast.
He wants it to be. It's
that was just added.
Yeah.
It's better with Bill.
No thanks.
Browns Fancast.
No? Anyone want Bill?
No, he's too old.
He's too old.
I'll tell that to his face.
Jimmy wants the young, up-and-coming, offensive-minded stud.
Not necessarily.
So we faced the first, third, and fourth offense in the NFL. We're about to face the second.
Yes.
Anyone hopeful?
A lot of injuries on defense, way more than us.
The Falcons have always been a pretty good offensive team, and I want to say, and I might be wrong on this stat. Somebody look it up. I'll look it up. We're like 8-1 against them in the last 9 games or something. Is that?
We do have a winning record against them. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I think I heard
8-3 or 11-3. It might be in the last 9.
Yeah, and I just
in the last 20 years or something, or 15 or whatever it is, the Browns have the best record against the Falcons, and then the Saints are number 2. We have the best record.
Wasn't that the 2003 game when we knocked them out of the playoffs and we got to the playoffs?
Butch Davis?
Yeah. That was the last time I really remember them doing anything.
That was Run, William, Run.
Yeah.
Jim Donovan's call.
Oh, Glenn says it was 2002. One of the best games he ever attended. I bet that would be an awesome game. Yeah. I was in New York watching it.
Butch Davis was the coach. I know that for sure.
All right. Well, I don't know where Atlanta's defense is.
It's bad because they lost, 2 or 3.
They had Jesus on their team?
No, 2 or 3 Pro Bowl level starters right off the bat, right at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it's
middle linebacker and maybe a DB. I think, I'm not sure. Might have to. Don't quote me on that. And they're missing at least 2 or 3 guys right now as we speak.
All right, could be a shootout. This could be an actual shootout.
The Browns against the Falcons.
Actually, it is true.
They're 11-3 all time against the Falcons. I don't know how that's possible. So if you were a betting man, you'd say, "Hey."
I'm a betting man because I'm not able to go to the game on Sunday, so I know they're going to win.
Do you think that's the way? Well, if that's the case, you're not
Falcons
allowed to
have
go
a
to any
lot
game
of
from here on
injuries.
out.
That's fine.
But
I would do that. I would stay home just for that to happen.
Would you not go to a game if it guaranteed they were going to win
Mm-hmm.
from here on out?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to miss you.
oh,
Wait.
I have news. I will be at the Carolina Panthers game December 9th.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Is this you heard it here first?
I bought a ticket. I actually bought a ticket.
Oh, all right.
Bullshit.
Me and my sister and my family are going to the game. So
Oh, Jimmy,
Yeah,
all the
buddy.
little Klingenbergers are going to be there.
Are you going to tailgate?
sure, why not?
He's showing up at 12:40.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Fine,
There we go.
12:45.
there we go. That's awesome, man. You should tailgate with us. It'll be fun.
I will. I shall.
And if you're looking for us every week, E2.
You too. I know. Me
Look
too.
for the hearse. You can't miss it. John
All
was
right.
John was going to throw some slides up.
Falcons
there.
do have a lot of injuries.
We're gonna go through the last week's predictions now.
Yes.
Oh God, this guy was celebrating on Sunday night. He's like, "Hey, everybody!" So, as you all can see, 21-38 is the closest one. That was Jim.
Wait, where's the graphic?
There it is.
No
Oh,
way.
you didn't see it? Oh, you're right.
We can't see it.
What a
Sorry,
dick.
John.
Sorry, guys.
We don't need to see it as long as
No,
everyone
no,
else
no,
can.
no. I'll move it back for you guys.
In Tanner, we trust. Oh.
Tanner Vallejo.
And there's your blue line.
What's up, David? Thanks for tuning in.
And Joku?
No.
Yeah.
Smith.
Dave Smith. I like that guy.
I do too.
Dave Smith knows what the swirl's all about.
So, Jim got it right. All right, you guys, get your predictions in for this week's game
Look at
if
it,
you
dancing
aren't
away.
already there.
The first time
Good
in
job, Jim.
Fancast history, Jimmy.
Woohoo!
And look, I hope his laptop falls over again.
I got a win last week, Jim. We're racking them up.
I got one 2 weeks ago.
We are racking them up. All right, so Glenn has his in already.
Wow. Nobody's going to give Jimmy's boy Greg Joseph credit for that 51-yarder, huh? That thing would have been good from 52.
Not when I read an article this week that said
Definitely not my boy.
they brought in like 6
Definitely not
kickers
mine.
to have a tryout against him.
Oh my god.
Sometimes you got to give somebody a little bit of fire under their ass to make them actually kick the ball, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Hate him. Can't stand him. Awful.
Had a couple okay kickoffs, didn't he, or what?
Atlanta. I would go with
Puts them all on the end.
Atlanta Falcons. You know what though? Atlanta Falcons. Cold weather.
Thinking about that all-time record, aren't you?
I am. I'm going with Atlanta 28, Browns 24.
Oh man.
I know.
No,
Actually, no, Browns 21.
in Tanner, Jimmy does not trust. With the return of Schobert, you might.
21 on the yeah. Okay, there you go.
Man.
Tom said 27 Browns, 377 Falcons. But
Wow.
that was a typo. He just meant 37.
Ah, I could see that.
377. Wow.
We
Well.
got
Hey.
Liz. What was yours? 28-31 Browns in a score that I actually like.
Which one?
What? I just like that score.
Eh,
I was leaning there. I might do a Price is Right on her.
I think the Browns
Glenn?
are going 41.
Glenn is picking 33 Browns
Glenn never picks the Browns.
to 30
Ever.
Falcons.
Oh, is it another?
Why?
Is it another overtime game? Is that what
You
he's got?
heard it here first.
Wow.
Yeah, but ask Glenn, does he really think our field goal kicker is going to make that many field goals?
We're going to keep going for 2, Jimmy. Every time. We're playing the law of averages when it comes to Greg Joseph. Just go for 2 as much as you can.
Right, because Greg Joseph is garbage. I get
it. Oh, man. No player goes unharmed on this Fancast.
Well, that means we score 5 touchdowns and miss 2 extra points.
I didn't know the Falcons were that banged up.
On D, yeah, they are.
We're going to go with a 28-27 game.
Oh,
and when I say we, I mean me.
A nail biter, huh?
Yeah. And we're going to win.
Wow. Because you're not going. You already have stated that. You know it.
Well, because Tanner and Schobert are going to show out.
Man. Tanner Vallejo, baby.
God. So you do take that blue line, do a shot thing seriously, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
I have it done intravenously. All right, let's see. Brian, you didn't give yours. Ray's not here. Someone want to be Ray and give their own prediction, and I'll change your name. If not,
I'll tell you what. I'm not afraid to say it. Give me the Browns for 26.
Brian, I thought you weren't going to do this anymore.
You haven't heard what he's going to say.
He's going to predict Browns again.
Give me Atlanta for 24.
Oh. What's the spread? Tom wants to know. Anyone know it?
I think it's 3.5, but I'm not sure.
They're home dogs again?
Yeah. But I don't quote me on that. It was 3.5.
Well, sorry, Tom. We're going to have to send one of our Fancasts out on a research mission to find that for you.
I'm in it right now. You just settle down.
Brian's our research guy. He's supposed to find it.
Oh, the latest
He's doing
line.
He found it. 4.5.
It's 4.
4.5. Okay.
Oh, it's 4?
It's today. What's the date?
You know what? Actually, I would consider the Browns on a 4.5, but maybe.
Well, if it was 4.5, it moved to 4. I got 4. That's what I'm looking at.
Tom P is being very safe, and he's having someone else send in his prediction because he's driving. 27 Browns, 24 Falcons.
We have 2 Toms?
We do.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We do. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. That was today's Fancast. You can get your last-minute comments in there, and we'll read them out. You guys, any last-minute comments from you? What are you looking forward to seeing this week?
I'm looking forward to Baker. I love Baker. Love seeing his development.
I'm going to pay a little more attention to Myles Garrett to see exactly what he's not doing.
True. I think we should pay more attention to Myles. I mean, I'm not to disparage what he's done because he's 3rd in the league in sacks, but just saying I want just a little more. That's all. A little more
from your number 1 pick, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Tom L. just said he needs this to be a 2-hour show.
Lucky we made 45 minutes.
I'm not really good at sensing sarcasm.
Touche.
Nobody even commented on your boy Higgins coming back this past week. 4 targets, 3 catches for 19 yards.
Yeah,
I mean, he's back. He's all the way back. Hollywood Higgins.
I couldn't get through it without.
I think we need more page breaks and we need more wide receivers.
We need more.
We definitely do. We need more wide receivers.
We need more Damian Ratley.
On that, everyone, thanks for tuning in to the whoever knows what the hell is the name of this Browns Fancast, and we'll see you. Make sure you vote for the name of the show.
Vote for mine, by the way. The Ballad of Jimmy and D.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a great one, James.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Really?
I don't even think Spalding put a guess up there or a